So to me, real estate development is about creating communities, creating environments that others can enjoy, that others can live in. Seeing the process unfold that I just lived through, going through all the complexities of orchestrating and putting everything together, and now seeing folks live there, seeing their kids, seeing their families, as I drive by and seeing them in these multifamily units, it's probably one of the most satisfying things out there, because it's taking a vision from your mind and being able to execute it until it's completely finished, right? It takes a lot of focus, a lot of effort. You have to work with a lot of good team members. You have to orchestrate it in such a way that you're gonna have challenges and you're gonna find the way to overcome these challenges. So there's a few things that I would always tell somebody just starting off to have, to sort of keep in mind. And the first thing I would say is, listen, it's all here, right? You have to get rid of the negative chatter, the negative thoughts that are in your mind, right? Clear those out. Yes, we want to be positive, but as long as you're not negative, you're going to find ways to overcome challenges. This field, this industry, and really any entrepreneurial venture is going to be full of challenges, and it's going to be full of obstacles. It's going to take a day in, day out approach where you just chip away slowly, little by little, moment by moment, overcoming every single challenge. There are multiple challenges. First, finding the site, right? That's the first thing, right? You have to find the site. Find the site that you want to get involved with, right? Once you find the site, once you understand, here's where I want to be, then you have to be able to go and secure the funding for the site, right? You may be in a position where there is no funding. Well, you have to find it. So everything you're doing is about finding solutions, finding the site, finding the debt, finding the equity, finding the right architect, finding the right engineer, finding the right counsel, the right legal counsel, finding the right teammates, right? Finding the right contractor, finding everything that you need to make your vision come to life, right? So you need that. That's extremely important. Once you're able to work on that, orchestrate it, put it together, then you have to shepherd it along the way, right? Because now you have all the right players that are, participating in your game. You have to be able to orchestrate it. And remember, everybody's going to come to you with a problem. They're going to tell you there's problems, but don't just allow somebody to come in and tell you there's a problem. Say, that's great, I understand we have a problem, but how do we fix this? How do we find a solution? Right? You're going to be negotiating every single step of the way. That's just par for the course. So you have to come with it with a very open mind, right? Don't allow the problems to hit you like a brick wall. Say, okay, this is the challenge that we have this specific moment. And in development, and even in a lot of other businesses, they sort of live in very short milestones, right? Like 30-day milestones. We need to get from here to here in 30 days. How do we get there? Right? So there's milestones that you have to reach, because a project's not 3 years, it's really 30 days. You have to accomplish what you need to accomplish within those 30 days. Something else that I would always, tell somebody that's just starting off is communicate, right? Communication is extremely important. You have to be able to communicate to others very, very clearly, so that one, they understand what your vision is, right, for the project you're working on, but two, you understand where they're coming from and what are the challenges that they're having, right? Because if I understand your challenges and I understand your problems and I understand how I can help, right, work with you, we're going to find common ground and we're going to find solutions. So that's also very important, right? Being able to communicate, ask, listen, ask. It's probably the third thing that's most important. Ask the right questions. But you know what? Not even just the right questions. Ask the tough questions. The type of questions that make people squirm in their chair sometimes. You have to ask those really deep, deep questions. If you don't, you're not going to get to the root cause. And if you don't get to the root cause, how are you going to be able to really solve this problem? Because think about this for a second. If you leave questions at a very high surface level, you're going to walk away with high surface level solutions that may crumble and may be of no use to anyone. But if you're able to diagnose very deeply what the problems are, you're going to avoid having more problems in the future.